Alright, this is a weekly reading for Leo. Your color of the week is going to be red clover. It actually looks like kind of a light burnt sienna. So you could probably use that for a variety of things in your house or like on doors or something. It's a very, very like pretty color. It's just kind of like a light leather tanning type of color. So if you have a spot for it, I'm sure it would look nice there. Anyway, so we have 5 songs on the playlist this week. You could find them all in the description below if you want to check those out. But for the reading, I'm going to choose one. I'm going to do Elton John, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? So, because I love that song as a kid, The Lion King came out when I was 5, so, yeah. Elton John's a big deal. Alright, so your week as a whole is going to be the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So worry, especially about money, loss of innocence, or detrimental in a detrimental fashion. So like there's something with money and finances. Could be just you paid too much in taxes, you had to pay a lot of bills off or a lot of debts off, and you're kind of skint. You're like, I don't have anything, like, what am I going to do now? It's a Taurus and Saturn, so it's like, the truth about your money is that you probably owe a lot of other people, so it's kind of, spent before you sit down is what my grandmother used to say. Like, don't spend all your money before you sit down, and I never got that until now. It's like, yeah, once your money's spoken for, there's a debt, you kind of have to pay it, you know? So that's kind of what that means, I guess. But, yeah, it's probably going to be for the better, like, for the long haul that you pay it off now, so then you can have money in your pocket later. Okay? Then we have number 2, something unexpected that will arise. We have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is partial loss, seeing the broken and ignoring the whole. Friendship without devotion, marriage without love, that which could be perfect but isn't, an incomplete view of the world and of its people. So you're kind of thinking a little bit selfishly, a little bit to the point of not 100% seeing the big picture. So there's a little bit of misinformation or just perspective beliefs that kind of don't make sense to other people, to be honest with you. But, like, you're not really thinking about the world as a whole, or country as a whole, or state as a whole, or community as a whole. You're kind of thinking more of, you know, this is my money, why do I have to do this, or do that, or have to pay back debts and stuff like that. And, you know, it's all comes back to schematics. Like, if you don't pay back your debt, it kind of puts the entire nation in debt. You know, it's not just you, it's like the whole nation's in debt, and there's a bunch of money out there that hasn't been paid back yet, so then we can't get things like free healthcare and stuff like that, and it puts a damper on things, you know, it's terrible. But anyway, enough about that. You can look that up, and where your money goes, and why you need to pay your taxes, and why you need to pay debts, and why you need to pay credit cards back, and all that. But it does go back into, like, programs that would be, like, free healthcare, lower taxes, things like that, in theory. So I'm not sure if that's 100%, okay? So, do some more research on that. So number 3, how you can stay grounded and balanced. We have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is running away from responsibility or friendship, a yin-yang of choices, leaving behind that which is best in a person, abandoning a plan or goal, disillusionment, making a great matter of something that is really trivial. So, you could be just arguing about the pillows weren't fluffed on your bed. make it into, like, a civil case, or you make it into, like, a whole out, like, war over pillowcases or something. Like, really trivial stuff. Like, it's not a big deal. It's just money at this point. Like, you could probably earn more within the coming months than you ever did that 1 week, you know? So just take that into consideration. But I do feel like the cost of living is going up. My taxes, when Trump was in office, was $25 to the Fed. And now it's $200 to the Fed. And since I'm a small business, I also owe $2,000. Okay, so it's a lot of money. But under Trump, I didn't really have to pay too much small business loans. I think the only one I had to pay was like $175, and that was when I started. So, you know, it wasn't that bad. It was just so that, like, I could be, you know, a legitimate business or whatever for plants and what have you. So, you know, times change really fast. So, you can go from 1 to 360 and over, you know. But I know where you're coming from. Anyway, so number 4, important emotion you will feel this week. We have the 3 of Cups in reverse. So, burning out on pleasure, access to recreation, or inability to find new divisions, decadence, loss of respect, delay, introverted, or malicious exploitation. So there's something here that you kind of feel like somebody's blackmailing you in order to get money, or there could be some other case but against you that's kind of putting a damper on your money or your business or your personal life or company or something. But it just feels like it's a personal act against you, you know. So we have number 5, something that will inspire you. We have the 6 of Swords, so a journey, usually pleasant, hoping for a fast solution to a problem, success after many attempts, sometimes a messenger, expediency, the end of a journey. So you might be coming to the end of a chapter, an end of a career choice or financial thing or just something you're coming to the end of. So, yeah. And it could be really heartbreaking to you. It's kind of like going from one extreme to the next extreme. You know, and the next extreme probably isn't the most favorable extreme. Okay, so number 6, how your spirit guides will speak to you this week. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. So, cruel and malicious stories, a plunder, inability to make decisions, harbinger of bad news. So, this might just be the beginning. Some people could be like tax collectors or debt collectors or creditors, and you know, they could probably want their money. So they're going to be coming out of the woodwork. I think it's going to be a long time before there's any, like, slowing down of something. But I feel like this is something to be said for what exactly is going on right now. Especially in, like, the political arena. But, yeah, I feel like everybody is paying too much on things. I feel like it's highway robbery. I really do. But I feel like a lot of the money is kind of just being thrown away. Like, I'm not even joking. I feel like people should have gotten a little bit more in stimulus than they got. It should have been a total of 5 stimulus things instead of just 1 or 2. With Biden, it was only 1. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like people were really going through some stuff where, like, their people were passing and stuff like that. And it was just like, it was business as usual. Like, as soon as Biden got in, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, there was a lot of people that couldn't get to work, that couldn't see, like, their relatives, stuff like that. They couldn't travel. And then it was just like, oh, you can travel now, and you can see people now, and oh, the vaccination's working. It was just a big mess. I'm not really gonna elaborate, but it was a big old mess. It wasn't like it was relief. It was just, we could have done this before. Like, we didn't need to shut down anything. Anyway, number 7, how to best support yourself this week. We have the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords in reverse, a skeleton in the closet industry, depression and discontent, an accident, possibly fatal. So you might go through something that is going to be fatal. It could be a heart attack. Okay, so be careful, make sure that you're alright. Maybe take a physical to see where your heart's at and where your vitals are at. I feel like a lot of people might kind of have high blood pressure at this time because tax season. But yeah, I feel like there needs to be a physical for when you pay taxes, okay? Anyway, like, Leo, I think that this is going to be a testing week for you. It's going to be more financially testing. You might be skint like every week after this, or you might have a lot of things to do. There might be people that are coming to just get their money. Like, I don't know for sure how they're going to do that, but I feel like they're trying to get their money, okay? So just be aware. Anyway, Leo, hopefully everything goes alright, and, you can get that money very soon. Anyway, I will see you in the next reading. Have a good week, if you can. Sometimes it's neither here nor there, but hopefully it's a good week, okay? Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next reading, alright? Bye now.